boys and girls. I wanted to read something to you that hopefully you'll find helpful, and it's called Naming Our Emotions. Anger is a difficult emotion that can make us want to do things quickly without thinking first. We react this way because of the part of our brain called the amygdala. Can you say amygdala? Which turns on when we have a big emotion like anger. The amygdala is like an alarm going off in the brain. This is helpful when you touch a hot stove, for instance, because, ow, you'll get burned if you don't move away fast. Our ancestors needed to react quickly because predators like lions and tigers could eat them up if they weren't paying attention. The world we live in is now very different from that time. But we still have that part of our brain. It can make us want to fight or destroy things when anger comes around. So can you make an angry face? How do you look when you're angry? Like the Incredible Hulk? Let's see what else this says. Luckily, we also have another part of our brain called the prefrontal cortex. Can you say prefrontal cortex? Prefrontal cortex. This part of the brain gives us the ability to pause when we react and to think of the consequences our actions will have for others, like how that would make others feel, or what would happen later if you did something without stopping to think about it first. When we use our prefrontal cortex, can you put your hand on your forehead? Right there. Your prefrontal cortex to name an emotion like anger. It is like applying the brakes on a fast-moving train. So can you pretend you're a fast-moving train? And hit the brakes. And that is what happens when you stop for a moment to calm down and cool off. Oh, let's keep reading. We help ourselves by pausing and thinking about the feelings moving through us. This calms the part of the brain that reacts quickly, the amygdala, by turning on the more responsible part of the brain, right here, the prefrontal cortex. It helps to learn the right words so that we can get better at understanding and explaining just what we feel. So let's do a little reading together. Angry. Careless. Cranky. Frustrated. Impatient. Irritated. Rushed. Sad. Tired. Worried. Time for a review. What is the part of the brain that makes you act really fast? Like, let's say you touch a hot stove, ow, or you're being chased by a wild animal. Do you remember? Doot, 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 ding. Amygdala. Can you say amygdala? Quiz question number 2. What is the part of your brain that says, hit the brakes. I don't want to do something that I'm going to regret later. I don't want to break my mom's favorite dish, and then she's going to be so angry with me. Ding! Did you get it? Let's read it together. Prefrontal cortex. Prefrontal cortex. Okay, time for me to show you 3 steps in how to calm yourself down if you get into that kind of space where it's like, oh, I am so mad. Step number 1 is so easy, so easy. Just put your hand on your prefrontal cortex, right there. Can I switch hands, Miss Blaine? Sure. Miss Blaine, I want to use both my hands. Sure, you can do that. So you would put your thumbs right here on your temples and your fingertips on your forehead. If it feels right, you can massage that area. If it feels right, you can close your eyes. So that's how you can slow down and calm down when you're having those feelings. Next, step number 2, put your hand on your heart. Find your last 2 fingers right there and tap. Miss Blaine, can I switch hands? Of course. Hand on your heart, last 2 fingers, and tap. We hold all our deep feelings in our heart. And this is where you can relieve some of that fight, flight, or freeze kind of feeling and feel more in control. Step number 3, make a fist. Urgh! Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna breathe around, lift, and blow those feelings out of our bodies. So let's try that again. So make our fist, breathe around, and blow those feelings out of your body. Did you get it? Let's do it one more time. So you're like this, right? You're like this. And throw those feelings out and blow them out of your body. So there it is. Step number 1, forehead. Step number 2, heart. Step number 3, blow it out and throw it out.